Hi, my beautiful Taurus. Welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Taurus, we're going to go back into our general reading here. I'm going to do it a little bit different here today as I'm starting. I think it's a good thing that you listen to the intro here. I also have posted in the description box if you want to just skip to the actual card reading where I'm using the cards. But as much like the messages can be brought through like channel messages that I could have done in the beginning, or whether it's through a card, or whether it's through the way that I'm shuffling the decks, or so the message can really come through in whatever shape or form I feel. And I started this. I always start with sitting down in a little bit of a meditation and sort of just centering myself so that I sort of clear out everything else that doesn't have a place in your reading, separating my energy, and etc. Just a little bit of a ritual. And sometimes I'll get images and I'll get, certain things that I just then feel like useful for myself as I continue with the reading, and I don't sort of bring that up to you, but it just confirms stuff that comes along the way. And today, I just felt like I wanted to do it a little bit differently. I just wanted to incorporate what I'm getting, because sometimes that can be messages as well, even though I don't understand that full picture. And it can be a moment where, our spirit guides uses that very moment to just connect with someone more clearly that has come here to listen to this message. So for Taurus for the month of March, what I'm first getting is walking with a stroller. En barnvagn, inte en barnvagn, typ sulky in Swedish. And so that's very specific, walking with a stroller, and I didn't get anything around it besides walking with a stroller. So perhaps there is someone out walking as you're listening to this message, or you just came from a walk. It's not like, yeah, I once took a walk with a stroller 2 months ago. No. It's like right this minute you're walking, or you have just come in from a walk with a stroller. Walking with a stroller. Perhaps there's a baby in the stroller. Perhaps there's a little puppy in the stroller. Something is in the stroller. But the point wasn't that you were out walking with a baby. It was that you were out walking with a stroller. Okay, next thing is purple. I just started to see all this color purple. And it led me to think of the color purple, like the movie and Oprah, if that's significant for someone. But other than that, I just feel the enormous spiritual evolution that you're going through right now. Purple to me is just spirit all around, and it talks about growth in your spirituality, like openness in your spirituality. And then I got peace dove, fredsduva in Swedish, and I don't know if we actually, do you have the phrase peace dove? I just continuously, translated from Swedish, peace dove, fredsduva. And what I'm seeing with that is just a lot, because the image is so strong. I mean, there could be a lot on your mind. You could be, literally, you could be a Ukrainian, you could be Russian, you could be having a real connection to what's going on in the Ukraine right now, because the peace dove is so linked to that right now. So it's really sort of hard to not take that into account. So I would just want to mention it. But other than that, because the next to it, next to the peace dove, I got fishing, and both of those, like when I saw the dove and when I got the image of the fishing, I just feel calm, at peace. It's a moment where I can really just be. It's almost like sitting in meditation, but you're doing something. You're fishing and you're connecting with the water, and you're just one with nature, and it just got me this very peaceful, tranquil, relaxing, meditative feel. Excuse me. And then at the very end there, finishing off, I got a ladybug. And the ladybug, I mean, that could, just the fact that I'm saying ladybug. Cheers. I just need to calm my throat down a little bit. The fact that I'm just saying ladybug, that might mean something for someone. Someone might call you ladybug, or you might call someone in your surroundings ladybug, or you just saw a ladybug just landed on you. Today when I'm getting the ladybug, I feel like there's someone is coming with love. Someone is visiting you, and like someone is thinking of you as this ladybug shows up. And this might happen after the fact. Like you might see this reading or listen to this reading, and then you walk outside and there's a ladybug, and you will be, oh, there's a ladybug. You know, there's someone, you know, connected to this reading, connected to the spirit world. Someone is thinking of you. It doesn't necessarily have to be someone from the other side that is thinking of you. It can be someone here, very much alive, thinking of you as well. So with that said, and let's see how that sort of incorporates now into the reading, or if that's just a separate message altogether. I'm going to start with 3 cards here as an intro with this Wisdom of the Oracle. Wisdom of the Oracle. So for the month of March, for Taurus, please. The month of March for Taurus, please. Got our first card, which is Never Ending Story. 37, so it speaks about an ending though. It's a completion numerology-wise. Next card out for Taurus, please. You want 3 cards. There you go. Exchanging gifts. 27, so we have 37 and then 27. And a leg up. 34, which adds up to number 7, so that's interesting. Okay. Just give me a moment. Okay. The main thing that I'm getting here, we have a lot of peace. We have the spiritual growth, peace. Someone's thinking of you with love. So it's interesting because I'm getting, so the flags up here, like it's very similar to the last one. Like if you just look at it from an image point of view, like how this looks up here and how this looks up here. It's very similar. And then in the middle of that, we have something completely different. Like, look at that. It's just completely different in the middle. And what I'm getting with this is that, so we're starting with the never-ending story. I just feel like if you, and because we have a leg up at the end of it, Taurus, whatever you're going through, this is not a time to do it alone. This is not a time to do it alone. 37 speaks about, there's so much about like, this is an ending story. This could really end. Whatever you're going through, whatever you're working through, whatever you're dealing with, it doesn't have to be the heaviest thing in the world, but it's something that you're wanting closure on, or you want to just come to the end of it. And three is, you know, 3 is celebration, achievement, manifestation, all of that beauty. And 3, when it comes as a master number, is a done deal. Like it's here, it's a done deal. 7 is something you work towards. You put the most gorgeous ingredients together and you baked your cake and it's been in the oven. It's time to take it out and really enjoy it. If we add those up, we have a number 10. So numerology wise, that is a completion. Like there's something that is a done deal here. Something has come to like some sort of full circle. And we need to get help. You need to I was going to say lend a hand. That's just a little tiny fly that was flying around there. So that was caught on camera. It wasn't an orb or anything. Okay, I should incorporate everything. So the fly to me, and it's tiny, so it's not a big deal. It's just a small little indication to get your power back, to release all the negativity and just get your power back into your life, into your body, into your situation. Just claim that power back, okay? And there's something here, like you don't have to go through this alone, and you don't have to solve like whatever this is like on your own. Like this is not, Taurus is like, you're usually working everything out on your own. You don't have to do this. And this is very much like people are lining up to help you. They want to help you with this, whatever that is. In the middle, it's almost like I want to say, I don't want to treat you like a child or like someone that doesn't understand. But it's a little bit of a feeling of, okay, Taurus, you just need to hear me out here, okay? Here's how you get help. Here's what we do. And I'm no better. I'm no better. I'm no Taurus. I don't think I have too much Taurus in my chart whatsoever. I have a little bit. I just realized I have a little bit. But I am the same. I'm like working it out on my own. And so as much as I'm saying this to you, I'm saying this to me as well. So exchanging gifts. This is very much like Taurus, the great giver. Like making sure everyone else is just completely fine, living for your family, living for your friends, but it's like it's an exchange, just like breathing. Excuse me, if you're breathing out and you just never breathe in again, you'll die. If you breathe in and you just never breathe out again, you'll die. If you hold your breath, whether that's like on an out breath and you're just holding it, like whatever, it needs to be an exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. That's the whole point of living, right? So I think that's a pretty good analogy, because it's like the minute you start to hoard something or hold on to something, it's gonna not be good in the long run. And the other thing, the other way of seeing that is constantly just giving and not receiving anything back is also not good in the long run. Every little bit of like either or, fine, but in the long run, no. So this is about you, Taurus. This is what I'm saying. Like, it feels like I'm talking to a child. I mean, for sure, you already know this, but there's something about allowing yourself to have an even exchange of the energy. No matter what so this never-ending story. So now it's like, okay, now Taurus needs help. Now Taurus needs some type of resolution to a situation. And for the love of yourself, like, this is a time where I don't want to have it sound like, okay, it's time for you to collect everything that you have sort of put out, because Taurus, you never put something out there or give something of yourself or want to help because there's like a little bit of an agenda in the back of your mind saying, this is going to be good to collect in the future. When I need help, it's good that I help those people because they're going to be the ones helping me back. Like, you never do that. It's very, very unconditional when you give. But if there's anyone in the universe that could collect because you have been giving so much, it's about an exchange of gifts. Now it's time to claim those. It's time to claim it. Okay? And it might even be that it's time to claim it from the universe, because you see all these light beings like behind you, like 1, 2, 3, 4, probably like around 5 light beings, even 6 light beings standing around you. Like the non-physical world is ready to just storm in just on your signal. So if you just sort of reach out and say, okay, I need help with this. Can I have some proof that I'm moving in the right direction? Can you come in to help me solve this? Can you help me with putting the right person in front of me to help me solve this? Or just have the non-physical help you solve it all together. Like, it just feels like there's a reaching out, there's an exchange going on there, and it's so important that it goes both ways. 3 and 4, we have a done deal here again. Just realized, so 2 and 7, so we have balance there. We need balance in this situation. 7 again, it's time to enjoy the fruit. It's time to enjoy what you have created for yourself. 3 there again with celebration, manifestation, it being a done deal. With the number 4, it's a heart matter and laying a new foundation. And adding those up, we have a number 7. So there's the foundation. There's the completion again with it's time to enjoy it. And there's something here about learning, coming to this peaceful place, coming to this, like going out fishing, like what I'm feeling around that, like coming to this very, like taking a moment for yourself, being like everywhere, helping everyone else, and like and then like hurry home because then you need to help someone else with something, or like yeah, it just feels like we just need a little bit of a quiz and quiz and Mayet, a little bit of quiz and Mayet. Peace and quiet is what I'm reaching for. A little bit of peace and quiet, not quiz and Mayet. You just need a little bit of rest, like a little bit of quiet time for yourself, and it's okay to reach out to claim to the universe, like okay, there's going to be giving on the, like I'm going to be on the receiving end now, and there's going to be giving back here, because just for the balance sake, you know. Okay, can you clarify this? Can you go deeper into this message for Taurus, please? Why is this here for Taurus, please? For the month of March of 2022. And I'm getting a little bit of the, like, okay, so the ladybug there sends you love. Someone is sending you love. Someone is thinking of you with love in mind. And also the cat, when I'm seeing the cat in the picture, and because of that ladybug, I'm just also getting like, to practice to love yourself. You know, there's so much love in receiving. There's so much love in just receiving back what you have put out. Okay, why is this here for Taurus, please? Going deeper into the message. I just received, I rarely do, so this might be very specific for this very reading. And I want to say it like, because I say it in Swedish, I would say Hans, H-A-N-S, but I hear it at like Hans, like a little bit of a German, yeah, like Hans. So I don't know if someone's name is Hans, or you're dealing with someone that's called Hans, or is there another? I'm thinking of a name. As soon as I hear it, I think of a name. But if that is something else, Hans. In Hans? In Hans, your situation. Heinz, that's ketchup. No, Hans, but like in a Austria, Germany, like around that, Hans. So it doesn't feel Swedish, it doesn't feel like Nordic. Because then I would have gotten the name in Swedish, like Hans. It's very much like just Hans. So if someone's name is Hans, listening to this, or if you're dealing with someone named Hans, this reading is for you, for sure. Like Spirit is reaching out and greeting you. Or maybe you asked for an answer, you asked for a sign or something, and like there's your sign. I rarely get names, I just have to say. Rarely. Woo! Did the camera catch that? Yeah. There's definitely been a moment here, this never-ending story, to learning to receive, learning to, this, whatever this never-ending story, this hard stuff that you've been through, whatever you started with there, that has taught you to just, it's taught you self-love and just exchanging of the energies and set boundaries and just the opportunity for self-love. Because I see this, we have a tower moment here, we have disruptive energy here with the 16. So 16 is sudden shift and sudden changes. And it's a tower, like the whole the whole of you has just become parts. Like we're just coming into this situation where you're being chopped up basically, and just feel disoriented, feeling misplaced, feeling like you're just out of sync, very much out of sync, disruption. But look at what it has given you. Positive movement forward. So I don't feel like you're in this situation anymore. We're out of this situation and we have moved forward. And it's like during this time, you really have done some deep self-reflection, learning to love yourself, learning to find that self-worth. With the ladybug and the cat, and just something with the cat and kittens, like playing with kittens and being around cats and just sort of, you know, they might be the biggest teachers because they have so much so I just want to tell you a very, very short story. So Matthias Di Stefano, I don't know if you heard me talk about him before. Long story short, he's a guy and he's doing some extraordinary things on this planet. And when he was, I don't know, really, really young, he had all this spirit, like the spirit world were just sort of bombarding him, and he couldn't make sense of like what was here, what was there, what was he going to make of it. He was a little bit scared that he was attracting things that shouldn't sort of be in his life also. And what one of his guides was saying was just get a cat. Just get yourself a cat. And the cat will keep the spirits out of, like, whatever sort of that isn't up to par vibrationally, they would just never be there because the cat will they will just see to it. And then I started to think about it and I was like, there's a lot of spiritual people having cats. Like, maybe there's no coincidence there that they're like just feeling, even though for no reason, they might just feel like they just really want a cat, but the cat is doing so much more than we think. And also looking at the cat and how they are behaving, like, I can show you where I got the cat. How they are behaving, like they're really not having any of you or any of us or any of anyone, if they're not having any of it. They're just sort of, you know, they're not gonna, is that the word, comply? They're not gonna, you know, satisfy you because you want to. They're gonna satisfy themselves. And then maybe if they have some time over, they might come visit you a little bit. You know, of course there's some beautiful cats and they're just really gorgeous and loving and just right there with you all the time. But you know, their personality is very much like, it's me first. I'm going to take care of my needs first and then let me see, you know? So there's a big lesson there about like self-love and self-worth and all of that, and just asking for help. And maybe it's not even that you need help right now. Maybe you're in a better place than you've ever been. And now, for the first time, you don't actually need help. But you come to the realization that, you know, if there ever was a time again when you're in this situation, you're going to ask for help. We're in positive movement forward. It's starting to really brighten up. We have the number 8, which is power and strength, like getting your power and strength back. It's about creating heaven on earth, creating whatever you want. Infinite possibilities. Like, you're just stepping into infinite possibilities here with the infinity sign. Number 8. So I'm going to take this into the extension and see what else I can find there for you. So if you feel like you resonate with the story, you're so welcome there. There's 2 ways in the description box down below. One is to Vimeo, where you can use PayPal as a way of paying, amongst others. And then we have this donation site that's called Buy Me a Coffee, where you can go and buy me a coffee to just support the channel, but as a beautiful little consequence, as you become a supporter of the Buy Me a Coffee place, it opens up Pandora's box to all the extendeds ever made and ever will be made that you didn't have access to. So feel free to do that. And if not, then thank you so much for watching. I would appreciate so much if you subscribe and maybe even like the video if you liked what you saw here. It really helps me a lot. Thank you so much. Bye, Taurus.